Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Alter State Nordic-Baltic Women Innovation Sprint final event. My name is Živilė, and I'm a co-founder of Alter State Initiative.
And my name is Gediminas. I'm digital and design thinker, and I'm working at Ignitis Group as head of digitalization and robotics.
And together, we're going to guide you through today's event. The goals of Alter State Initiative are to promote diversity, to teach professionals innovation tools and processes, to take actions on SDG goals, and create a global innovators network. This fall, we invited women from all over the world to innovate and talked about the necessity of STEAM education, approached SDG challenges by providing innovation training, strong and exceptional mentorship and network support. We kicked off with an opening event back in November 19th, which feels ages ago, and here we are today, ready to hear the top 15 teams to pitch their final ideas. It was a very intensive and interesting journey. And Gediminas, would you like to tell us more about the number of teams, participants, diversity of this project?
Of course. This program started a month ago with almost 200 participants. 33 teams from 21 countries working on various impact challenges, from how to create biofuel from Algarve to different educational platforms for STEAM education. During this period, participants learned 13 different innovation methods and techniques, how to develop innovation projects. They also met with international and high-profile mentors, starting with sustainability experts and ending with awarded innovators and managers. Today, we are all here and waiting to see their final pitches.
And before we go to the final pitches, this project wouldn't have happened without our partners, Ignitis Group, Rocket, the Nordic Council of Ministers office in Lithuania, and Future Leadership, and of course, our international community partners and mentors. For an opening word, I would like to invite Živilė Skibarkinė, who is Chief Organizational Development Officer at Ignitis Group, to congratulate all the participants, all our viewers of these initiatives. Živilė?
Hi, rock stars. I'm trying to use Alter State language. I'm happy to be here again and to congratulate you before the big final. Big thanks to our friends Justina, Živilė, Deimantė, and all Alter State team for doing such an important job. And of course, thanks to all our mentors dedicating their time and sharing the experience. What an awesome time we've spent together so far. I watched all your videos after first and second sprint with my son, who is 11. And you should know how amazed and inspired he was by your ideas. He was ready to become a tester of new technologies, rent our sports equipment, to share our appliances with our neighbors, and even try remote skin clinic. So he is waiting for your ideas to be developed. Keep going and don't let your potential customer down. I congratulate those who will participate in the final. And those who didn't succeed, you're already the winners. And I believe that you've been already hooked up with this innovation culture. And I hope that you will become an innovation influencer, storyteller, mentor, who can speak loudly about your own innovation experience, success and failures, experiments, going out of your comfort zone. So that's how we can inspire other women and encourage them to join sprint like this, create their own businesses, and to make our world more sustainable and more diverse. So good luck, and remember that we are waiting for another female-owned unicorn. Thanks.
Thank you, Živilė. So let the finals begin. Let's see who is the best. Are you ready, Živilė?
Absolutely, Gediminas. I've been waiting for this moment for the last 6 months since we started this initiative, and I'm super proud together with our team, of all our teams and participants, and what kind of achievements they managed to reach. And they made a really serious commitment and operated in an extreme pandemic situation in really high spirits. And they have come up with such creative solutions which will have an impact on our future life.
It was a really extraordinary ride. So let's see the results.
So I guess it's time right now to present our international jury of the sprint. They will be the ones who will evaluate team's performance and decide upon the winners of the sprint. Please welcome Karla Mutoni, the founder of Space Robotics; Hekla Arnardottir, the partner of Crowberry Venture Capital; Livia Moore, the associate partner of Antler VC; and Thomas Kemtys, the partner of Contrarian Ventures. Thank you for joining us today and helping us to evaluate the finalist work.
The main judging criteria is based on a simple question. Would I invest my money into this solution? We're going to see 15 pitches presented by our teams. Each team will have 2 minutes for sales pitch presentation and 2 minutes for Q&A session with the jury members. The questions will be answered up to 2 members of the team. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please evaluate each team immediately after their pitch so that we can pick up the finalists at the end of this event. So I think that we can start.
Absolutely.
And please welcome our first team, Say No to Plastic. They are the youngest team in our sprint. Their challenge was how to popularize the usage of reusable containers for food purchases. Please welcome them.
Hello, we're Team 5. We are the youngest team in here in Women's International Sprint, and we're really happy to be here. 500 million tons of plastic are produced annually worldwide. In 2020, we will generate 900% more plastic than in 1980. By 2050, the ocean could contain more plastic than fish. Our challenges are to encourage millennials to take the action for reducing plastic use to change user behavior. Our clients are millennials who do not care about solving the environmental problems, climate change, especially reducing plastic use. Our idea is a behavioral change campaign which aim is to reduce and replace plastic packages or even eliminate use of packages. Here are some ideas of how we think we will replace plastic. Solution: an app, website where people register can find innovative ways how to recycle, how to replace plastic packages to other materials, lectures, challenges. For example, Week Without Plastic, photos from participants, prizes for being green. And strategy and implementation plan, our income, European fund, enterprises, benefit sustainable company, etc. Investors, our plan, first quarter of 2021, creating the app, looking for funding, second quarter of 2021, trial version, feedback, correction, creating an advertisement, first quarter of 2021, advertising, final touches, and fourth quarter of 2021 is the final launching. Really hope you like our idea.
Okay, so amazing job, guys. I'm really impressed. How are you today? Team Say No to Plastic. Can you hear us? Team Say No to Plastic, can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
Hello.
nice. Good to hear you. Okay, jury members, do we have questions for our fellows, youngest fellows? Yes, I see one hand, please.
Hi. Thanks a lot for working on this very important issue. I think it's really important what you're doing. I have one question about the target audience, and because you said that the target audience were people that are not do not care about solving the environmental problem. So I'm just wondering how you're going to approach this group of people in your website or in your app.
Yeah, we believe that that the audience should be millennials because we do research, which shows us that the millennial age of group don't care the least about the plastic waste. And we believe our main idea is to encourage young people, to encourage those millennials, for example, our parents, our teachers, to care about that plastic waste, to reduce plastic packages.
Okay, that's interesting. interesting approach.
Okay, do we have more questions? Yes, please.
I have a question here. Hi, guys. I love your idea. I really like that you really want to impact in a positive way the world. So congratulations for that. I have one question. In a long term, have you thought how you are going to make sustainable in an economic term the app, your application?
How we gonna make what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
How are you going to make money in the long term with your application?
Okay. So we believe the main idea is to get a funding or to get the money from investors, which who believes our idea and believes in us. Yeah, so that's the main source.
And maybe to add to that question, do you foresee that this is like going to be a non-profit organization in the future, or something that will, make money for investors?
Well, I believe it's a long job to make a profit, and not only the money income, but to make the income for the environment, for that to reduce that plastic waste. So it's a long-term thing.
Okay, thank you, team. Thank you, jury members, for the questions. And now we can move on.
Yeah, and now it's time for the team number 2, which is Board Me More. And their challenge was to create a sports equipment peer-to-peer, P2P rental system. We are ready for your pitch.
We are a team of sport enthusiasts and planet savers that don't want to make your boards bored anymore. We have noticed that price and accessibility are important concerns for people when renting sports equipment. On the other hand, there are people who have unused equipment that they would like to rent. That's why we need sustainable options instead of overbuying or throwing out. Therefore, we asked ourselves a question: how might we create sports equipment peer-to-peer rental system, and how to make different sport accessible for everyone? Our target audience, on one hand, are people who have unused sports equipment that they want to rent and earn money on it or offer cool experiences. And on the other side, there are people who are looking for convenient ways to rent equipment or want to try a new hobby but don't want to buy new equipment yet. Our solution is peer-to-peer platform, application and website, providing an easy way to list and rent sports equipment, offer and find experiences, find a body for a sport activity or become one. In this way, people will be able to make money, save money, share and explore hobbies. Our solution is shown by a mock-up of an application where people can search by destination, choose either rent, experience, find a body, review listings and sign in and book the experience or rent equipment. We're bringing renters and owners together to discover new sports, new activities and make use of unused equipment. To make our business viable, we take 10% transaction fee from people who rent equipment, book experience, and 2% who offer equipment or experience. We didn't find no compelling offer on the market, and that's why we want to go with the solution fast. And in order to scale, we will create partnerships with ambassadors and influencers. We'll focus on playfulness and gamification to maintain good relationship with users and to retain the community, where people can be able to co-create together, and we will all together will be able to choose sustainable options instead of overconsumption.
Thank you, team. Can you hear us here in the studio?
Yes, we can hear you.
Wonderful. So then we are ready for the questions. Jury members, do you have some questions for those two ladies?
Okay, I can go ahead first. Thanks for a great pitch, and it's great to see the solution that you want to build, especially in times like these during the pandemic, when people aren't able to perhaps move around as much as they want to and should. So my question is around the logistical aspect of your product that you're building. What do you foresee could be some of the logistical challenges with this, and what is your plan to kind of overcome this. Is this solution meant to be for people living close by each other and maybe they already know each other, or do you also envision that that you will be able to kind of push the target audience to explore hobbies in areas or with people that they normally wouldn't meet up with?
Thank you for the question. So the solution, the logistical solution would be based by the app, by the GPS, and it depends in which location people would like to search for renting sports equipment. And GPS would help to locate people either close to them, or if they want to look in different cities, then they would have also that opportunity. So the idea is that people would rent from people that they don't know, and not necessarily from friends. And that's why we want to create network effects, that the more people on the platform would create the bigger benefit for all the users. So the idea is to scale faster and locating renters and by GPS and by maps. If I answer the question.
Yes, thanks.
Thank you.
If I may go with the second one. So there's a few questions in one, if you guys don't mind. So first of all is, why specifically sports equipment marketplace? Is this some sort of passion of yours, or you see this as one of the categories that are most unutilized in terms of, changing equipment and stuff? And second is, sort of mentioned social platform aspects, sort of finding buddies, finding friends to do those sports activities with. So do you see this more as a social platform, or more as a sort of marketplace to exchange this equipment?
Thank you for your question. So as a majority of the issues, we have faced this issue ourselves. When during the summer, my friend Kasia, she had a paddleboard and I didn't have, and I really wanted to rent it. But to go to the rental place into another end of the city is complicated. And that's why we thought that it could be nice to rent from people located by the GPS who are nearby you, and they would offer you the sports equipment. So we saw this need, and we have done some research, asking friends, doing quantitative research, so asking more people, and a lot of people face similar issues and difficulties of renting sports equipment from rental agencies and etc. So the issue is out of necessity and of course our passion for sports, for outdoors, and etc. The second question was
if it was a marketplace or a social.
Yeah, so of course we want to create community that would build itself, that would be able to co-create. But of course we want to do it as a marketplace in the first place, because some people maybe they don't want to talk to strangers, they just want to rent equipment, and of course they will have that possibility. But there are people that want to find a tennis buddy, a paddle buddy, so we want to give that opportunity as well.
Thank you very much. Great questions, great team. And now it's time to move to another challenge.
Of course. So please welcome team number 3, Dream Big. Their initial challenge was to create an intellectual bridge of ideas between Japan and Europe. Let's see their pitch.
Hi, we are Team 11 and we have a great idea. Angel AI is a platform that makes it possible for Japanese women to learn from the best VC in the world and become angel investors. As we moved very good direction in gender equality in Europe, only 0.5% women in Japan invest, missing out on opportunities to contribute to their community, grow their wealth, and share expertise because they don't know how and don't have the right network or opportunities. We offer online masterclasses, curated articles, matchmaking algorithm, and AI assistant through database of 10,000 startups in Japan. Unlike competing programs offered by Atomico 500 startups and others, we focus on corporate or wealthy women who are curious to make an investment. Our investor and mentors will support with due diligence processes and encourage to co-invest with European VC. Japanese corporate women are our ideal customers. Over 60,000 women would be interested. Our business model is subscription-based, subsidized by strategic partners, corporate venture capital, who want to support emerging women investors. After the initial investment of €60,000, we'll ramp up the platform in 3 to 4 months and the project break even in a year and a half. We plan to reach out our customers through a series of online events in partnership with corporate diversity and inclusion departments. We project sales of 500 subscriptions in the next 6 months. We are a team of 5 international women who have intensive experience in Japanese and European startup ecosystem and access to global investors. Once we are successful in Japan, we plan to expand to other Asian countries. Thank you so much, and join us to this mission to empower women in the world.
Thank you, Dream Big. And now let's move on to the Q&A. Jury members, do you have any questions?
Yes, I have a question. Thank you for your presentation. I like your solution. We have a big issue in Latin America also, right, with venture capital and angel investor. So do you think that if you put your solution in the market, do you think that I can bring your solution in the Latin America market? Is scalable to other markets?
Thank you very much for the question. I think yes, meaning like the platform itself probably would need a tweak a little bit to adjust some cultural element to it, but I think the base would be scalable. At the same time, finding the right target, I'm not sure if it's going to be like high net value women, it's going to be the target to create a new generation of angel investors, if there are a good pool of people. But I think Latin America, there are lots of very high net worth people. So if you could reach to that people who haven't done angel investment yet, I think that's going to be a great market too.
Okay, do we have more questions?
Thank you.
I saw some hands before. Yes, please.
Maybe I will take the next one. I'm just wondering about the size of the opportunity. How do you foresee that the big picture, that this could be a big company in the future?
Yes. So during this course of work, we were talking with also like angel and investor networks and seed investors. What they recommended was to start with Japan as the first market, but also expand into the Asian market. At the same time, not only limit to matchmaking platform, but also start funds on top. So for the longer term, I'd say this is going to be a much bigger than matchmaking platform.
Okay, do we have one more question? The jury is happy with the answers. Okay, so thank you. Thank you, team. And let's move on.
So thank you for dreaming big. And right now it's time to move on to the next team, who is called Know Your Food. So the team chose to work on how to make it easier to choose sustainable food. Looking forward to your pitch?
Hi. Food production contributes to over 1/4 of world's greenhouse gas. Consumers can help reduce this impact. Nearly all consumers say it's important to have transparency about their food, but they don't have enough information and think of it as a time-consuming activity. They don't trust brands to provide sustainability information and are asking for an unbiased source. That's where we come in. We're focusing on Lithuania first because the country leads in discussing sustainability versus the Baltic neighbors. Grocery stores top the sustainability rankings, but not their online counterparts. Our solution can help them climb up in the eyes of green consumers. Know Your Food web extension will conveniently provide a range of sustainability information sourced from accredited databases, reports, and consumer feedback. Here's how it works. Get only the information that you want by customizing the variables you want to know about. Now you're all set and can start shopping. When you move a mouse on a product, a preferred sustainability data appears instantly. The data is structured into 2 sections, for you and for planet. End your journey by checking the impact that your food choices make on the planet and you personally. In the first year, our goal is to build an adequate food sustainability database, validate our tech solution, and grow our community. The time will be dedicated to development, therefore no revenue is expected. By the end of the second year, we expect 48,000 euros in revenue from the largest online food retailer. As an independent third party, we will white label our tech solution that was validated by the end users. Through an effortless API integration, the retailers will reach green consumers at a lower cost. In the long term, our solution will increase awareness of the food supply chain amongst consumers and bring transparent and unbiased product data to retailers. In that sense, we are ensuring sustainable consumption and product patterns. We are looking for sustainability experts to join us on this journey. Let's make sustainability easier. Team 12. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very interesting solution. So do we have already some questions maybe from the jury members? Team, can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you pretty well.
Let's start. I can see Livia was raising hands, so we can start maybe with you.
Yeah, so thanks for a great pitch, important solution. And I know there are a lot of conscious shoppers out there that are sort of waiting to be able to make better decisions in their buying behavior. I'm wondering more on the buyer side of this, like the supermarkets and customers that would actually be buying this platform. When you've spoken to them, what do they say about the willingness to pay? How much are they actually willing to pay for this type of solution? And what do you think is the one main driving factor behind paying that price?
Thank you for the question. Actually, to be completely honest, we haven't spoken to the B2B providers, to retailers, but we've done extensive research into how much money they are investing in sustainability first, how much money they are investing in advertisements as well, and then correlating together. We were trying to find the best possible price. However, it's super difficult. So we believe also that for the first iteration, we would need to talk to the partners and see what they would be comfortable paying as well. But from the B2C side, we are not expecting any revenue because we believe this is our driving force to get data first. So we believe that it's best to keep it free of charge and let them use it and give us feedback about the solution.
Yeah, Thomas?
Cool. Thanks, guys. If I may go. So this is super interesting. Actually, maybe after this, we can definitely have a chat. We have a portfolio of companies working in this space with the retailer. So super happy to get you in touch. So you got it. It's a good presentation. Interesting. What are the next steps? You sort of laid out the plan. Now you speak here. Sort of tomorrow you wake up. What do you guys got to do? Like more research? You got to speak to the consumers. Speak to the retailers.
Yeah.
What are you guys thinking?
Yeah. Thank you so much. We already talked to consumers and we know what they want. So this is already based on several surveys that we've done during this past 2 weeks. But the next steps we think is learn. Read more articles, read more surveys. We've done quite some reading already, but we believe first thing we have to do is learn and keep on doing that. And of course, go and look for accelerators, investors who can help us, through this. We would really like to make this happen.
Cool. Hekla, would you like to ask your question as well?
Maybe just a short question about the data, how complicated it is to gather those data so that the database will be meaningful.
It's pretty complicated. We've already looked into this. However, there are a lot of sources that already have open data source for the food sustainability information too. And we looked into the products that we can find in Lithuania as well, and we can actually get quite some decent data. Additionally, we were thinking of collaborating with the food producers themselves. So, if they would really like to be transparent, and the trend shows that businesses will need to be transparent about the sustainability data, they will join us and help us gather as much truthful data as possible.
Great. Thank you very much for a great pitch, great questions. Now it's time to see another challenge.
Of course, let's move on. Please welcome team number 5. Liquido. They are looking for opportunities. how to reuse the unused material of furniture factories. Let's see their pitch.
Hi, Team 13 presents to you platform Alikido. Did you know that up to 90% of the EU furniture waste is incinerated or sent to landfill? However, the value of assets from warehouses over stocks which are underutilized or bound to go to waste is large. Our goal is to promote upcycling. This means addressing resource constraints in the world by encouraging the circular economy, which is also at the core of the EU Green Deal. In Europe, we already have platforms based on circular economy principles for fashion, for construction, but according to our research, there is none for the furniture industry. We will be the first. Our solution is a marketplace platform empowering people to use perfectly good materials which would have been thrown away otherwise. Our main clients are sellers, such as furniture and material factories, and buyers, such as designers or individuals. Our business model provides a win-win situation for all. By advertising and then selling the unused and about to be wasted material, sellers can recover at least a part of the initial investment in those frozen assets. Buyers can get what they need at cheaper prices. And all of this is done by supporting local economy and sustainability practices. To launch our platform, we estimate we need 140,000 euros for the first year. The estimated cost includes the creation and maintenance of the platform, attracting the target audience, doing marketing and sales. The product will start its journey in Lithuania, but then we'll go international in our second year. Our main revenue would be generated from a percentage of successful deals, from advertisement on a platform, and from selling extra features. In Lithuania, there are over 5,000 furniture companies, and according to our market research, they are rather willing to join us on our journey to make the upcycling trendy. What about you? Are you in?
Thank you, Tim, for your pitch. Can you hear us? How are you today?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay, we can hear you loud and clear too. Yes, do we have any questions from the jury? Yes, please.
Thanks for a great pitch. So I'm wondering if you could give a little bit more details on the user journey. How would this actually work from say, the furniture producer's perspective? How does the platform actually function?
Thank you for your question. We spoke with many of companies, with production companies, with also the companies who sell the furniture, and they all are interested about this because all of them have some unused materials in the stocks or overstocks. So they would use quite lovely that they just need to post in the platform what they have, to load some pictures, some description, and add the price what they want to get. And the customers what want to take that, to buy, they just can communicate directly and to buy exact material what they found, what they like. And it makes that both sides are happy. They free up the space in the warehouses, the companies, and the client, the final buyer, is also happy because he has a chance to buy a cheaper material and also be a responsible user because he's not going just to buy in regular store. He's looking for more sustainable ways how to get some stuffs.
Okay, do we have some more questions? Yes, Thomas.
I was just going to ask, do you think the driving force of the platform for the user, not the furniture manufacturers, would be what it would be the drive for sort of sustainability and reusing it for the second or third time, or is it the potential cheapness of those pieces of furniture, or if anything else?
If I understand correctly the question, so it should be both motivation. Probably the most of the people in the very beginning will be motivated regarding the cheaper price. But our goal and our aim would be to educate
public, that they would think more about what they use, and that they have a choice to be more responsible, to think about the impact for our planet, and if he can to take something what could be just be thrown away, he can save it and he can choose this kind of product or material, something like this.
Okay, thank you, team, for your answers. And what we have next on our list?
And we do have team number 6, which is Algae Hive. Algae Hive team, they worked on the challenge how to use algae for creation of fertilizer. So I'm really curious right now to hear. Ready to pitch?
Hi, we're Algae Hive and we create fertilizers for farmers from algae. According to EU Commission, farmers must reduce chemical fertilizer use by at least 20% by 2030. Organic fertilizers are an essential source for plant nutrients and a soil conditioner in agriculture which balance soil ecosystem. The Organic Trade Association declares that organic fertilizer also increases species biodiversity by 30% compared with synthetic fertilizer. Additionally, Lithuania is dependent on groundwater sources, so organic fertilizers improve the quality of surface water and groundwater resources. Finally, we seek to improve organic fertilizers' accessibility in the market. We ran qualitative interviews and 40% respondents mentioned that effectiveness of fertilizers is the most important factor to use algae fertilizers. 35% mentioned price and the rest 25% stated that the composition or structure of algae fertilizers. Solution we offer is to collect algae from Baltic Sea offshore as well as to grow it in the Baltic Sea. In collaboration with partners, we aim to provide service to evaluate the soil on a periodical basis and provide custom-made fertilizers. Algae Hive's potential customers are medium to large farmers who use any kind of fertilizers. In the first year of product launch, the profitability will be about 20%. In 2025, it will reach over 50%. Production and other investment costs will be covered through the EU Support Fund and support for the development of innovation. During the first year, our team will spend most of the time on resources planning, market research, designing a solution, and testing it with real users. Algae Hive has a huge impact on the environment of reducing use of chemicals, preventing surface and groundwaters from contamination, and increasing species biodiversity by 30%. Here is our ambitious team who has all necessary skills to make Algae Hive prosper.
Thank you very much, team. Can you hear us? I think the jury members really have quite some questions.
Yes, thank you, team, for your presentation. I really like it. My dad is a farmer, so I like your solution a lot because I can see the problem of use chemical fertilizer. But I also have seen another biofertilizer. What is the main difference between your solution and the other biofertilizer as your one?
Well, first of all, we have a legal environment set up since EU Commission has declared new standards for organic fertilizers. And by 2030, we have to increase organic use by 20%. So we have a different legal environment, and also our solution will be dried and liquid fertilizers. So that's something absolutely new in the market.
Do we have more questions, Thomas?
Yeah, I would ask, I'm just curious because this is pretty technical solution. How did you guys come up with this idea? Do you have the background in it, experience in it, or just super curious?
Sure. So two our teammates work in biotechnical field. One is with me, Ugne, and Victoria is behind the camera. So we first of all tried to find a solution how to, remove algae from the seashores. But finally, we pivoted to organic fertilizers creation because with the help of our mentor, we spotted an issue in this market.
Any more questions? Yes?
Yeah, one question just about the technology. Is it, do you have patents that you're going to work on, or is it, do you have, is it very technology different from other, products that are out there?
Can I help with this question to answer? So first of all, and with a collaboration with other universities. In this case, we are going to collaborate with Klaipėda University and also with one Netherlands university to think about how to apply this technology on the floating ropes to grow algae in the Baltic Sea, because previously it was not done in Baltic, in Lithuania. So this is a very new thing.
Okay, thank you for your questions, and Team Algaia High for your answers. It's time to hear another challenge.
Yes, let's move on. Please welcome team number 7, Balti. They were looking for opportunities on how to use a chatbot for the multiple providers for the charging of electric vehicles. Let's see their pitch.
The challenge is clear. Electric vehicles are complicated and the average driver is not aware on how to use mobility technologies. We see a need to communicate, educate, and assist mass market drivers in a way that they feel comfortable with. That is why we want to take advantage of messaging apps that are installed on everybody's phones. We have interviewed more than 200 people, and we have found out that 70% of them find chatbots useful. We have selected Facebook Messenger as our first chatbot platform, as it is our audience's preferable choice. Facebook Messenger alone accounts to more than 300 million active users, and we are one message away from them. Our target audience is made from middle-aged Europeans. Our customers, however, are B2B, and we target mainly utilities and car manufacturers. We want to enable companies the ability to offer interactions and help them to speed up the transition towards a cleaner world. Our business model is very simple. We sell software as a service, and our B2B customers can purchase chatbot modules so they can provide specific interactions according to their customer needs. We aim also to enable charging session payments through the chatbot, and for that we will charge a transaction fee. When it comes to implementation and rollout, we're ready. We have a working prototype, and our overall integration process is low-tech. For next year, we aim to find companies willing to co-create more intelligent bot interactions so we can work on reducing their customer support costs, increase customer satisfaction, while offering a unique solution that stands out from the mobility competition. We have made it easy for companies to choose us. We are Balti, and we are ready to start this conversation.
Thank you, Chatty, for your presentation. It's so wonderful to see you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can, loud and clear.
Okay, nice. Let's move on to the question. Jury members, do we have any questions? Yes, please.
Thanks for the pitch. Great video that you produced there. So I was having a little bit of a kind of hard time understanding what's the sort of core problem that you're aiming to solve. If you could elaborate that, if you were to sort of describe your problem in a couple of sentences, the problem that you're focusing on, what would that be?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I've been working in mobility already for 5 years, and some of my team members as well. And it's a difficult transition that we are about to do. It's not that easy to understand how an electric vehicle works. And once you have one, it's very difficult to charge. As you imagine, like the whole dynamics are a little bit different than, well, the fueling station. And there's a lot of problems that going on public charging, and also for people to understanding the cables and how it actually works. And we feel that this could be a way to communicate with users that are just being onboarded in this new technology.
Okay, do we have more? Yes?
So,
Thomas first, I thought.
Sorry,
yes.
Ekla. Sorry. I just want to say, look, we as a fund, we invest in these type of technologies in EV, so I think you definitely chose the right sector to be in. My question is, what's your go-to-market strategy and who you are aiming as your customers? Because I was finding also a hard time to
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a niche and new industry. So thanks for your question. We would go Nordics first. So right now in Norway, 80% of the new sales are EVs. And we see a market that is already like 150 million just in public charging in the Nordics. So for us, the go-to-market is very obvious. We will go where there are EVs already, and then we will expand as it goes. Our customers are basically utilities, which are the ones deploying the chargers around the streets, and car manufacturers, because they need to educate their future electric drivers on how to actually drive an electric car.
Okay, and one more question.
Yeah, I was just thinking about how sustainable this market segment is into the future, because I have an electrical car and, I have some problems, but usually I just, you learn it quite fast and then you wouldn't maybe use it later on. So how do you foresee that this platform will be, or this communication will be, will work into the future?
Absolutely. I think that this idea that we have, the service that we are providing, is a transitional service. I think that there's a lot that you can build using chatbots for e-mobility, but we have a couple of other ideas in our portfolio made for e-mobility that will build on what we are creating with the bot. Because as you said, once this market is mature, maybe the needs will be others. Well, I work in this industry. I have a hint of what would that be, and we are working on it. So thanks for your question.
Thank you, Balti. And let's move on. So, Shivila, what we have next?
So next we have actually a very interesting pitch by the team Akkurat. And Akkurat attempted to create a technical watermark for protecting published content and to avoid deep fake. That's a really serious issue. So let's hear about the solution. How can we fight it?
Hi, most of you noticed that our information ecosystem is becoming delusive and dangerous. It's already hard to trust anything we see online. But listen to this.
Recent advances in AI makes manipulation of media easier than ever. In a few years' time, anyone with a smartphone will be able to produce Hollywood-level special effects with minimum cost or skill.
What she's talking about is a real threat to many industries that rely on visual evidence. That's why our target audience ranges from insurance and security to government. Making sure what they see is real is a question of trust, money, and reputation. Fraud detection and prevention market is predicted to grow, and we would like to enter it with our solution as early as possible to establish ourselves and gain a solid client base. Our solution is Akkurat. It's an API that pixel marks and timestamps images and videos, making it virtually impossible for future changes without a trace. Let's say you're a lender or a security company. You use various types of software to collect and store visuals from your customers. But most of this content is not encrypted in any way. With our solution, you could protect your content from manipulation. Depending on your needs, we offer two options: basic, an API gateway that your developers can integrate in your apps, or an enterprise-grade white label application that can be adapted to your needs. Our main revenue will come from API pay-per-request fees with minimum monthly charge, plus our monthly support package depending on requirements. Our main focus is clients' privacy and ease of use. Software as a service business model allows us to be flexible, scale, and expand our client base with minimum costs and without having local teams. To market our products, we'll combine different marketing methods and attend online events related to targeted audience. Please note that with privacy laws getting stricter, encryption solutions as ours in some industries might become a requirement. Our first steps would be hiring technical talent to develop our products MVP and start having direct talks with customers. So if you agree it's important to keep believing in what you're seeing, let's join the efforts.
Thank you, Akkurat. What a great brand name you chose for your solution. Can you hear us, and are you ready for our questions from lovely jury?
Yes, good evening.
Yes? Yes, Livia?
Thanks for a great pitch and a very important topic. So I think my question is, you showed quite a lot of different verticals in the pitch, different sort of industries that could be interested in using this type of product. Which vertical would you choose to start focusing on and why?
Thank you. Great question. Well, we had a lot of discussion about this during the sprint, because when we came up with this idea, at first it was aimed at government. But then we started to think, okay, we're a small startup. We want to work in different countries, so it would be hard to gain trust. And also we need to build a product and it will cost money. So we decided to expand to business. And first we thought about insurance and especially dash cams, because they have, well, those companies need to process a lot of videos and photos, and we were thinking a bit more narrow in business. But also, while we were doing customer interviews, we saw that this market is interested, but also has a lot of questions, and maybe it's still not the time to, we can't say that we can start now with only this industry and it's going to cover all our costs and we're going to have a growing business. So for now, we chose more industries that rely on visual evidence, meaning photos and videos. So it's security, it's fintech, it's insurance, and we want to, while building a product, MVP, we want to also test and see which markets could get interested, and also in the long term, how can we shift? I hope that answers the question.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Yeah, I'm just wondering about the users of your product. You have the corporates or companies on one side, or even government. Is there also a touch point for the consumers? Will they also touch the product?
In a way, it will depend on a solution, because I would say it's B2B2C kind of product. So a customer will touch it not directly. Like, for example, if you're an insurance company and your client makes an accident, he needs to take a photo, so he can take it with your tool, or that insurance company can use app that we built for them. So customer touches it, but he's not the one doing anything with the encryption, he's not touching the photo. So he sees it, but I can't say he's a direct user of it. Direct user is an insurance company or business.
Okay, great. Thank you, Kuratin. Thank you, our dear jury members. And now next, our next startup.
Yes, and the next one is team number 9, Step Up. They looked into creating an online training platform for parents and educators who work with children with mental and behavioral disorders. Let's look at their pitch.
Step Up, a pre-screening tool of child development. I will share some ugly truth about children. 1 out of 6 children in Lithuania faces mental health disorder, and half of them are not diagnosed or diagnosed too late. Early detection of development delay and timely intervention with appropriate therapies can reduce the consequences of disability and ensure successful integration into the society. So we talked to parents and doctors and found out that parents lack quality validated information and guidance what to do, while doctors lack time and resources to perform the detection during the periodic checkup. Our solution is a mobile application, Step Up, that is a pre-screening tool for parents to monitor their child's development, as early as possible detect potential delay risks that they can bring to the doctor for further diagnosis. This application has development milestone checklist validated by development specialists, a library of video activities tailored to child's ability level. The parents can share concerns with the doctor over email or help the child with tailored activities while waiting for further diagnosis. Our business model is defined by basic plan, which is free of charge for end users and funded as health prevention program by State Public Health Promotion Fund, and premium plan, which offers unlimited access to therapeutic activities tailored to child's ability level, sold to parents as monthly subscription. Production cost is estimated at €54,000 that will be covered from a number of funds. There is no tool in local language in the market to perform automated validated pre-screening of development delay risks. Please meet our magnificent team with the background in pediatrics, therapy, and business. We have a clear implementation plan for the next 12 months and currently looking for your feedback. Thank you.
Thank you, team. Step Up. Really interesting solution. How are you today?
Thank you. Excited.
Okay, we are excited too. Let's move on to the questions. Yes, please.
Hi, thank you for the presentation. I like your solution. I have a question related with the technology. How do you detect the problem in the child? Do you use sensor videos or do you use another kind of technology, or just the parents put the characteristic of the child directly to the app? How does it work?
I can answer this question. There will be used a questionnaire for the parents, and they will just answer according to their child behavior, and that's how we will know if there is something wrong with the child.
Okay, yes, please. I see
Maybe
one
I
question.
take the next. Yeah, I'm just wondering how you're going to market this product, if you're going to sell it directly to parents, or if you're going to work with health systems, or in general, how you will get users onto the platform. It's a really important project that you're working on, and I really would like to see a solution like that become alive.
Right. So the aim of the product is to get as many parents performing the pre-screening of the child. So the tool will be free of charge for the parents to use, and it will be funded as the preventive program through the Healthcare Prevention Fund. How we are going to the market, we will go through the social media, through the influencers, and we want to get into the newborn package in the hospitals. So each newborn family gets an information that there is such a checklist or application available where they can monitor the child's development. We have another part of the platform which is on premium plan, and this is a library of the videos. The parents can look each day and perform certain activities for the child dependent on his abilities. For this premium plan, which is a video, simple videos, what to do with your child each day, the parents will be asked to pay a monthly subscription fee.
Okay, and I saw that Livia had one question.
Yes, thanks. It was sort of a follow-up on Carla's question. It's sort of about quality assurance, if you will. So every child is different, and they learn in different stages. How do you assure that the parents' input about their child is correct, and how do you actually assure that the diagnosis is correct and not something that the child perhaps may develop in a few months or at a later stage?
Yes, thank you for the question. You're absolutely right that the child develops and the range is pretty broad. So this tool is not to diagnose. This tool is to pre-screen and refer to the doctor. So the doctor can make the screening and refer to the diagnosis of the developmental specialist. We are going to use the validated tools, which is already in place in the markets such as Canada and United States or UK, which we expect to be validated locally by the local development specialists. And the parents, the development happens in the ages. So the parents can perform the checklists for the prior ages to see that his child has reached already milestones, and to ensure that there is not lost milestones.
Okay, thank you, team, for your answers. And let's move on.
Thank you very much. And now it's time to move actually to education and career planning. And the next theme was exploring how to connect students and employees in order to attract them to less popular specialties. Let's hear the Future Me pitch.
Today, we will share the personal story of one of our team members, Skaidra. It was quite a bumpy road for her with ups and downs in her studies and work, when finally last year she understood her passion for numbers and started her new studies. It took her 14 years to get where she really wants to be. Unfortunately, job market demand does not match the profession students are choosing. And the numbers of unemployment, salaries, job vacancies, and even suicides are showing the need to address this problem. We have talked with high school students and companies, and they both said yes, they need help. We present you Future Me, an interactive application to set expectations for high school students about their possible career path and to help them choose their professions wisely. User experience is based on apps popular among high school students. First, we get to know the profile of students by identifying what they are inspired by or what they enjoy doing, and help them to discover their possible career paths, where they can go deeper and get information and knowledge about their future roles to make decisions right now while they are still at school, to interact with other high school students and work-lancers and share experiences about professions they have tried, employers to present their organizations, mentors, practice opportunities, universities and schools to present opportunities where skills can be improved. Our main milestones for upcoming years are to launch an app and start growing rapidly in number of users and expand on sponsored content to be able to go internationally in 4 years. First-year investments will be dedicated to product launch and content creation. Starting from day one, our main costs will be directed towards reaching new users. We are a team of professionals from different fields who have all that it takes to succeed. And we care about the future of our children and those around us.
Thank you for your pitch. Future Me, are you ready for the questions?
Yes.
Great, we can start. Yes, Livia?
Thanks for a great pitch, and obviously education is a really important topic, so great that you're focusing on this. I think my question is around, there's no doubt that there's a problem here, I think. However, kids these days, they're on TikTok, they're playing video games, they're doing a lot of things. What kind of validation or signs do you have that younger kids out there or adolescents want to use this type of interactive tool to think about their future?
Mm-hmm. What you're saying, this is the main difference for our product that we are creating. We are taking the social things that people are using right now, young high school students, and we are building an app based on the experience they are getting from the apps they like scrolling and using. So that's how they will interact there. So and get information and knowledge about the professions, about the specialties, about the possible employers, and so on. So this is our main idea, to build an interactive application based on what's already in the market and what students are using.
We have time for one more question. I saw Thomas was raising hand, no?
I was, yeah. But I kind of put it down because Olivia asked the question. but it's very important. It feels like, you know, the kids these days and adults, everyone has so much information coming at them at every point in time, and you know, usually don't even manage to read the news and read all the emails. And kids even more, you know, they really choose the stuff that is interactive, that's interesting, and so it was more of a maybe comment on a question that it seems like, you know, it would need to be probably gamified to really attract those folks on the platform, because just to sort of, hey, read about the story of this person will be really hard.
Yeah, so you got our idea quite right. We want to be very interactive based on the experiences they are getting from different apps. And to gamify, so they go there and they enjoy the process, by getting some information there. So yes, this is our main idea, how to build the application.
Great. Thank you very much. Looking forward to see it in real life, actually. And now it's time to introduce you the team number 11.
Yes, team number 11, Stuck Free. They were working on the solution on how to help people to feel stuck free. Let's see their pitch.
Hi, we offer app powered by artificial intelligence for women to make life-changing decisions. Stuck Free. We found out that 3 out of 4 women are unhappy with their professional or personal everyday life. 73% want to change their life, but they are too afraid, don't have motivation, don't know where to start. By solving this problem, we'll contribute to well-being of women, their productivity and economic growth. Problem is mostly common for women aged 30-45. Either you know or you don't know where the change is needed, the app can help you in both ways. In Stuck Free app, you're gonna find situational games for fast discovery of your inner superpowers, personalized links to professionals as shrinks, trainers, career mentors, empathic artificial intelligence coach to give you direction, easy and effective tool to commit to your goals. It is clear, with such set of tools, we are better than our competitors. Our business model will kick off with free basic and paid premium subscriptions. Later on, it will be scaled up by selling customized games and commitment tools to business as LinkedIn. We need 200,000 euros initial investment for this business model, and it will let us break even in 1.5 years. By next new year, we'll celebrate launch of the app, solid user base, and first partnerships. Be stuck free. Invest.
Team, for your pitch, can you hear us?
Yes, we can.
Yes, great. Now let's move on to the question. Dear jury members, yes, please, I see 2 hands.
I have a question. Thanks. I think this is a really important matter that you're touching upon. I'm just wondering about, you have a really big solution. There's a lot of features that you're going to have in your application. So I'm just wondering if, what is your minimum viable product and how you're going to really start develop it?
Yes.
It seems like a very big project.
It actually is, because the problem is psychological, and really it's quite a complex, but the main innovative idea here and the main competitive advantage seeing what's on the market is the gaming solution, because you cannot fake the gaming, and the tests that reveal your inner strengths, usually they are quite boring and everybody used to it. So we offer the gaming solution to reveal inner strengths, and then the commitment tools, and you can choose the commitment, the stronginess of the commitment you want to make, whether you want to commit to yourself or whether you even want to freeze up a part of your money. So we will start really from the game, because it's the core of our product, but later on there will be we would like to see the empathic artificial intelligence coach to guide you through all that scheme in order to achieve the certain goals.
Okay, and one more question from Carla.
Yes, I have a question. I like your solution. I think it's the future. Actually, the companies are using the decision making using the artificial intelligence, but using in individuals is a big issue. So you are very ambitious. I like that. I really like that. And I have a question, and it's related with technology. If you don't have the answer, it's okay. It's part of the challenge. So my question is, how are you going to feed the algorithm of the machine learning of the artificial intelligence in order that the artificial intelligence or your machine give a very good output to this user in order to give him or her a good decision making. Because artificial intelligence still has some issues.
Yes, really. And actually, we were considering as using chatbots for the start. This means 3 of the questions, and we will gather some information in this regard. And afterwards, we will also use the information that is available on the market and on the psychological theory, because actually we have to match the person's inner answers to the psychological theory. And that's why we will not only use the information that is being provided by the users, but also the information that is available in the market, I mean, on the internet, and also by the professional psychologists. And during the MVP test, we already reached out some psychologists, and they already agreed to work with us on such a product.
Great, thank you, team. And let's move on. What do we have next, Živilė?
And the next team is Fobox. Their solution will help us to use reusable food containers for takeaway restaurants. Looking forward to hear it.
Hello, we are team number 28. Only 5 to 9% of used plastics are recycled in the world. Due to COVID-19, we have increased demand for food takeaway services, and it is forecasted to grow by 20-25% this year. On top of this, EU is banning single plastic usage by 2021. We have to act fast, so we provide a solution to the plastic packaging waste problem, which is Fobox, the deposit-based service of collecting, washing, and distributing non-disposable food containers. Our priority target market is business units within HoReCa industry, and consumers are identified as a secondary target market. 67% of restaurants and 55% of consumers identified a need of more sustainable takeaway food packaging solution. This is our process. The plugin is installed to the food delivery app, and client can easily select Fobox delivery type when ordering. This way, food is packed in our Fobox and delivered to the client. Fobox could be returned to the courier with the next order or any other time to one of the restaurants. Lastly, we are washing boxes according to the highest hygiene standards and distributing it for further usage. During the first month, we aim to attract 5 business clients in Vilnius and conduct the testing. During the first year, we want to expand further in Vilnius and other capitals in Europe. We plan to increase revenue every year at least by 5 to 10%. Based on our calculations, we can reduce usage of plastic takeaway containers approximately by 50% in the Lithuanian catering industry per year. Our 3 main expected revenue streams are monthly subscription fee for business clients, advertisement income from partners, and lastly, subsidies from government. We are looking for investors. Thank you.
Thank you, team. Can you hear us? Can we try again? I cannot hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Woohoo! We can hear you too. So it's time for questions. It's definitely a solution I would like to use. What do the jury members think about it? Who is going to be the first one to ask? Do we have, yes, Hekla?
Yeah, I have some difficulties understanding, if the value that you will be creating with the product is worth all the hustle. You have to drive around and pick up boxes and then return it back to the, restaurants. So maybe I'm not understanding it the right way. Can you maybe explain a little bit?
I can do it. First of all, our goal is to replace the current packaging, the paper and plastic packaging that the food is packed in when we are ordering the food. So in our solution, the food would be packed in another container, or it might be plastic one or stainless steel container, and that would be used several times. So when you're getting your order, you have your food in our container. And that container you are returning either with the next order to the courier or to one of the restaurants that we have a deal with. And then we are taking from those restaurants and we are washing them. And when we're washing them, afterwards we are distributing them to restaurants again.
Livia?
Yeah, I think building on that question, if you look at your unit economics, have you sort of calculated where you think the majority of the costs will be? What do you think will be the sort of most costly part of this circular model?
We thought about it, and we think that it might be the container itself and the purchase cost of it.
Okay, thank you very much, team. Thank you very much, our jury members. And now it's time to move to another challenge.
Yes, challenge from team number 13. They were working on a personal budgeting application. Let's see their pitch.
Hello, we're called Learn. While working in financial field and doing an in-depth research, we noticed that a lot of people lack basic financial education, which leads to stress and creates negative effects on their life. Pandemic made things even worse. Financial illiteracy is mostly caused by traditional education curriculum, which does not prioritize personal finance. As a result, people are not able to form healthy habits, and they live with a fear and a feeling that finance is too complex. After careful market analysis, we saw that nowadays people use more than one financial product, and current tools lack proper automation to simplify tedious budgeting tracking tasks. We also noticed that current financial tool providers have an incentive to upsell financial services, which is not always in the best interest of the end user. Our target audience are those who lack discipline when saving money, and the ones who lack knowledge when it comes to investing it. For our solution, we merged education and budgeting into one application. With all of your financial data in one place, understand your spending patterns, set goals, and track your performance. With our app, we redefine learning finance. Using educational games and interesting visual materials, we teach our users key concepts about savings and investments, and users who look for additional motivation can share their goals and challenge their friends. That's our first year in a glance. With Open Banking API, get daily financial briefs without moving a finger. Using gamifications, lessons are delivered in small, easy-to-understand bites, and we don't sell or promote any specific financial products, hence we don't earn on your financial decisions. Our two ways of monetization are selling our created financial behavior score of our customers to get them better deals from our partners, and anonymizing and aggregating customer data and sell it to companies who track market trends.
Team, can you hear us?
Yes, hi.
Okay, we can hear you too. Okay, let's move on to the questions. Thomas, please.
Hey folks, thanks for the presentation. I was wondering, is the application is going to be just an educational tool, or the users of it will be able to transact on it, so buy a specific financial instrument and save it in the vault or something?
Thank you for your question. That's the core difference, that we're not going to provide services. We're kind of independent, the one who help so one part is this technology that helps you to combine all your data and really don't need manually to input anything. And if you use multiple accounts, again, to consolidate, and also have this educational, this insights that you will get on the application. And the second of all, that will be something that based on your score, on your behavior, you can get the better offers from the partners.
Okay, add one more. Yes, please.
Thanks. I used to work in fintech, so sort of this personal finances is something that I'm very passionate about. So I'm wondering, there are quite a lot of features in the product that you want to build. What do you think is going to be the one feature that people really love about your product and that keeps them coming back time and time again?
Thank you for your question. So and when we were thinking about the product, we think that finance is perceived as boring, and it's a lot of people think it's not to me. So what we think, we want to make it based on technology fun. It will have challenges. It can you put your goals, and you can help to create yourself this healthy financial habits. So we think that would be the main difference, how to make people more happy using this app.
Okay, thank you for your answers. Let's move on. Team number 14. What is it?
Yes, we are getting closer to top 15 teams. And now let me introduce you the Easy Dharma. They were looking for opportunities in creating a program for remote consultation in dermatology. Let's hear about that.
Hi. Remote Skin Clinic connects dermatologists and people. But why is it important? According to our survey, 96% of respondents have had skin problems. More of the problems could be diagnosed without additional tests, meaning it could be diagnosed remotely. 78% would use Remote Skin Clinic. During pandemic, our team dermatologists experienced insecure, not accurate remote consultations without ability to see the patient's photo. Also, not all people have access to local dermatologists, or they would prefer remote consultations due to lack of time. So our target audience is adults, men and women. Remote Skin Clinic ensures healthcare access, providing accurate and secure remote consultations that save time. It is really easy to use. Read the policies, answer to some specific questions regarding your symptoms, upload your photo, and wait for dermatologists to answer. So first, we will start to consult for free in order to gather customers and get their feedback. We will ensure data protection by consulting experts. Also, we will work on promotion and partnerships. Here you can see guesstimated cost for implementation for 1 year. So please join us in the next revolution in dermatology. Team 33 is looking for investors who believes in our idea as much as we do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And hello, can you hear us?
Yes.
Great, so it's time for questions. And dear jury?
Hi. I'm just wondering about, the responsibilities and who is going to be providing the service. Is it the company, or are the doctors going to be providing, or the dermatologists going to be providing the service in their name? So how are you going to set up this platform?
So first we're gonna try like a trial, because we have already 2 dermatologists in our team. So we're gonna try a trial, and then we're gonna we will contact private, for example, clinics, and ask them to try if it's okay, and to get the feedback. And I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you're going for the model to hire doctors into your app, into your platform, or if you're going to provide the service just by yourself. And that
Thank you. Yeah, we are thinking about, but in the future we are thinking to hire dermatologists.
Okay, thank you. And I saw Olivia was raising hand. Do you still have a question?
Yes, thanks. So great industry that you're working in. Obviously, it's a growing sector with health tech. There are some quite big players in Europe. For example, Babylon Health. We also have in Sweden, where I'm from, we have Kry, which is called Livy in other countries. So I'm wondering, what are your thoughts around your moat, and sort of what are your thoughts around the likelihood of some of these bigger players perhaps taking on some of these areas within dermatology?
I know that it is bigger players, but I think that that in our case, this why it is different, our product, because it is like a chatbot, and it's really quite easy to install in different, for example, private clinics. And of course, I would like to mention that in Lithuania, we don't have such like this product. So we're gonna start from Lithuania, and then we will think to expand it.
Okay, thank you very much. And now it's time to introduce you the team number 15, which is the final one for today.
Yes, how sad, but we need to do this. So team number 15, Smart Health, who worked on B2B platform to make employees healthier and happier. Let's see their pitch.
Do you care about your health? Does your employer cares about you at work? You want to be stronger, healthier, happier? How did COVID change your life? Reality is hard working remotely, eating more sugar and junk food. You feel lonely, no team spirit, no colleagues around, and sofa is your best friend. And outcome is bad result. Our research showed that these issues are very actual in Lithuanian companies nowadays. That's why they need our solution Smart Health platform. Our idea is to support SDG health and well-being. We want to help B2B companies to make employees happier and healthier via our platform Smart Health, to find colleagues for mutual activities, to keep motivation and engagement at work. Our platform contains best content in one place: reading, video live events, consultations, recommended coaches, engine to find buddy among your colleagues, challenges and for motivation, personal scoring, and progress measurement. Our solution is unique in B2B market and covers physical and mental health issues. Target is 2% of Lithuanian top B2B companies. We are planning to offer 3 types of pricing packages with differentiated content. Our business plan ensures 1.1 million euro per 2 years, and break-even point is 16 months. Implementation plan is mainly on building platform and developing relationship with partners. We care. Smart Health is the best solution for B2B.
Thank you, team. It's so nice to see you once again in our sprint. How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, great. Let's move on to the question. Dear jury, do we have any questions? Yes, please, Livia.
Thank you. So really important and I think question and issue, and I myself have been struggling with all of those things during lockdown and back home in Stockholm. So the product that you want to create has quite a lot of different aspects, and I'm wondering a little bit about what are your thoughts on retention? How are you going to make this a product that people actually continue using, even after the initial novelty and excitement, maybe after the first week or the first month sort of wears off?
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the question. So our solution is contains also gamification, because we put the challenges among colleagues. We put, after our interviewing different employees, we put a case of finding a buddy among your colleagues if you want to make a sport, or if you want to make a challenge among some group of people or just with another colleague, that you will have each time different activities with each other, not only just reading or video streaming or live events.
Okay, do we have any more? No, okay. I think this is it. We saw all the 15 pitches. That's quite sad, but...
Yes, but soon we're going to know the winners. But before that, thank you very much, dear jury members, for being here with us today, for dedicated time to our finals. Thank you, teams, top 15 teams who made it to the finals and for pitching. And since it was your first interaction with our participants, dear jury members, do you have some final comments before we let you go to count the votes and choose the winners? If you would like to say some final words, I think it is the right timing. What is your impression?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to say really good that you are working on your ideas and that you are exploring them in a program like this one. It's really important to do that at a very early stage so that you can really get to understand if this is something that you really want to pursue. I just encourage you to think bigger. I think some of you are maybe raising too little money, and you are getting into, if you're really going forward with those ideas and getting investors on board, you're going to need a lot of funding. So I encourage you to go into, for example, databases like Crunchbase and Dealroom, and see what companies are raising. You might need to look into that a bit. Thank you very much for great presentations and great projects that you're working on.
Thank you, Hekla. Anyone else has some words to say before we go?
Yeah, I would like to. I think it's everything. All of the presentations were inspiring. I think what's important for the entrepreneurs, future to be entrepreneurs, is that there's a few hard things. First hard thing is when you sit down and maybe by yourself, maybe with another founder, and really start thinking about it, and maybe putting a few slides and coming to the Alter State event like that, and then and then you're gonna eventually hit the wall, and it will be very, very hard. It won't be easy journey. You'll get hundreds of no's, and you'll want to drop everything. So I think it's important that you persist even once you hit the wall, and really go and try to achieve this dream. And I think some of the solutions were too niche. Maybe the markets were just too small, or the solution was just too small. Some of the offerings were just sort of too big, all over the place, and it will be very hard to do it if you focus on 100 things rather than one or two. But everyone is just starting, and you can pivot and you can find the right approach to do it. But it's all super impressive and very inspiring, guys.
Okay, thank you very much for being with us today and for your time, efforts, and comments. Now it's time to select the top winners. And Gediminas, we have some secret to introduce for you.
Yes, we have some secrets. So now that the Alter State are going to calculate their results, we are going to enjoy Jurgis Didžiulis. Jurgis is outspoken, forward-thinking performer, songwriter, and social activist who mixes his passion for music and social phenomenon to prove that an artist can do more than just entertain. Thank you, Jurgis, for being with us today, and the audience is yours.
Beautiful people, it is always nice to be in a room full of women. But I don't want to sound misogynistic when I say that. I really think that if we're talking about more women in the innovation space, in the space of startups, in the space where we have wicked solutions to wicked problems, we need not only more women, we need more femininity. We need more female wisdom. And I'm going to explain that why through a couple of songs. But first, just so, to open the space and to get us all really nicely engaged in the music, I'm gonna play you a song I wrote for my wife, okay? Now, please keep in mind that the space is open for comments, both on Facebook and on the Zoom chat and everything. And me, as a good performer, I always react to people's comments, to their emotions. I react to the feedback. I'm listening, which means that's just one good example of feminine wisdom which I apply to my music. So please feel free to use the comments. This song is called Skin. It's a song I wrote for my wife one evening because she's a performer too, and I was watching her sing. And I was a little bit amazed to see that there were so many people not really interested in what she was singing about, not really interested about what she had to say. And so many people were just looking at her dress and her rear end. And I think that is also one of the problems we have, that we're looking skin deep and not deeper inside. That's why this song is called Skin. It sounds like this. Beams of light like sheets descend upon you. Translucent skin refracts the glare. Won't you bless us with your eerie magic? Won't you grace us with your haunted stare? Love was all you had to offer. Skin is all you ever got. There you stood with piercing eyes surrounding. fixed on you, though none can see. Your vital signs were failing in the cold. The love I have is not the warmth you need. 'Cause love was all you had to offer. Skin is all you ever got. Love was all you had to offer. Oh, yeah. Skin is all you ever got. You ever got. Yeah. You ever got. Oh, oh, oh. You ever got. Lovely, lovely. Now, they say that men lead from the front and women lead from behind. And that is something which is very deep for me personally, because it means that women empower others. Women help the collective rather than have the collective subdued to their whim. And I didn't make this up, but it's something that I've also observed when we talk about empathy and things like that. And so that's one of the things that I apply to music making, because I think people enjoy music a lot more when they can get themselves involved. That's right. And though I cannot see you on the other side of the screen, but you're listening, I feel responsible, I feel accountable, right, to get you involved in this music and to help you enjoy it as most as possible. So I'm gonna ask you to get into this groove like this, right? And you can sing something simple with me that sounds like this. You can sing it like this. You can sing, love is all you, love is all you got, love is all you, love is all you got, love is all you, love is all you got, love is all you, love is all you got, love is all you. Love is all you got. Sing it with me, yeah. Love is all you got. Love is all you. Love is all you got. Love is all you. Love is all you. And love was all you had to offer. Yeah. Skin is all you ever got. Lovely. If you enjoyed that song, you can send me some love in the comments, or you can just clap really loud, hoping that I'll see you, hear you from somewhere, or pick you up in the esoteric Akashic field. I'm really happy to be here with you because again, as I mentioned, I really believe that we need more female, more feminine energy in the world in general. And it's always been there, but it needs to be acknowledged as something important. And so one of those interesting things which I've come about is and understood by playing with music, also by talking to a lot of social researchers and people who work with enterprises and with social units and with communities, is that empathy is a very feminine thing, right? But being empathetic, being emotionally in tune, in many of our social surroundings and many of our social scenarios sometimes is frowned upon. It's like, no, put your feelings away. So that's one of the things I really think we need to bring to the table. Deliberate empathy, deliberate love. And so the second song, ladies and gentlemen, I have for you today is called Love Warrior, because many people think that love is easy, when in fact, it is very difficult to love, especially when you are working in light and despite, say, unfairness, when you are trying to do things against other people. To remain loving and empathetic is very difficult. And so the song is called Love Warrior, to remind you that sometimes to show love, to project love, you need to have a much more belligerent and deliberate mentality than people who use violence or masculine aggression. Ready? You ready? Song's called Love Warrior. It's beautiful. It goes, I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, 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 I said I love you. Really? I love you. I love you. Hey. Whoa, oh, 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 yeah. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 yeah. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. If you sing that whoa, oh, 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 you're gonna feel better. Believe me. It's like medicine you're not just looking at in an ad. It's medicine you're actually taking. Try it. Sing it with me. It'll do you good. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Okay, do it softly. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Do you feel it? You feel it? Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Son of day past, the child of night. I was born into the dark, conceived in endless light. I am a ripple on a tranquil lake, a patch of ashy calm in cataclysmic wake. Love a warrior, a hippie in disguise, of unassuming form, of undistinguished size. You are a love warrior, 5 fingers in the air, clenched into a fist, pretend that you don't care. You are a love warrior. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. 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 And it is also said that female systems, or where there is a very pronounced female dynamic, are more trusting. Yeah? And trusting is vital, because right now, if you are watching me, you are trusting me to hold your attention. But guess what? I can trust you as well. I can trust you by saying, hey, you can make your music sound a little bit nicer if you start moving, yeah. If you start moving, yeah. If you start snapping, if you start clapping, ta 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 ta, and singing, whoa, oh, 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 oh. It'll sound better to you. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. That's right, that's right. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I'm gonna leave it for you. Whoa. Yeah, rough around the edges, tender at the core. You are forbidden fruit, that's right, but eager to explore. Auspicious soul and inconvenient truth. Barefoot at the mall, a weapon wielding youth. Love warrior, a hippie in disguise, of unassuming form, of undistinguished size. You are a love warrior, 5 fingers in the air, clenched into a fist, pretend that you don't care. You are a love warrior. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Love warrior. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Love warrior. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Love warrior. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Nice, nice. If you are watching this transmission, may I get an I love you from you? Send it, come on. I love you. I love you. I love you. That's beautiful. Oh, 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 I said I love you. I love you. That's right. I love you. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. And again, as I mentioned, being opening and loving is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of actually having enough courage and belief in yourself and in others to be open, able to open your heart and be vulnerable, which is something that we need right now. to understand our vulnerability and the vulnerability of other human beings so that we may truly connect. So let me do a little kind of just ask you something to do something right now. I'm projecting love into the screen right now, sending you I love yous. You can project it outwards or into yourself and code yourself. Tell yourself, yes, I need more love. Ready? Sing it with me. Oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 yeah. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. You are a love warrior, a hippie in disguise, of unassuming form, of undistinguished size. You are a love warrior, 5 fingers in the air, clenched into a fist, pretend that you don't care. You are a love warrior. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. 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 Beautiful. Thank you. I hear you clapping. Oh, lovely, lovely. Taking all that love back. Woo! I love it. I love it.
And Georgis, thank you.
Oh, are we done?
If you say so, or not.
Oh no, I'm asking. Would you like one more song, or are we good? I don't see you in the studio.
Yes.
One more song.
We would like to dance and we would like to hear your song.
Lovely. All right, let's do one more song. I'll keep it short. This is a goodbye song. And before I go, the main message I would like to leave all of you is the following. I really, really appreciate the work you are doing with this kind of innovation summit. Yeah, bringing people together and really promoting womanly, feminine energy in the startup communities and in innovation and entrepreneurship. It is incredibly important. Because it is important that a woman wearing the pants stops being a compliment. But if it's a compliment, that you can also say, hey, that guy's definitely wearing the skirt in this office. That guy over there is wearing the skirt. Yes, because we need to share those energies. We need to even this out. Yeah. So last song I have for you is called Time to Go. And for that, you need to help me out by singing the following. Oh, 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 oh. But now I have to go. Oh, 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 oh. You know it's time to go. Oh, 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 oh. You know it's time to go. Oh, 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 oh. You know it's time to go. Oh, 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 oh. You know it's time. And though I played my part, and though I played it well, you know I'm gonna burn in hell. And though I did my best, and I've got lots to show, time claims us all and it's mine. It's time to go. It's time to go. You know it's time to go. Oh, 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 oh. You know it's time to go. Oh, 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 oh. You know it's time to go. Oh, 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 oh. You know it's time to go. Oh, 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 oh. You know it's time to go. You know it's time to go. You know it's time to go. Very nice. Now I would like, with your assistance, with your help, to symbolically and artistically and creatively send away toxic masculinity. Yes. Gender stereotypes and all kinds of previous century foolishness away. That's right. because we need that other voice. We need that other energy in abundance to move this thing forward, right? So we're gonna sing, go, 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 go. You know it's time to go. Oh, 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 oh. You know it's time to go. Oh, 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 oh. You know it's time to go. Oh, 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 oh. You know it's time to go. You know it's time to go.
Wow, thank you, Jurgis, for your energetic performance. What a day we have today. We had so much fun here together with...
Absolutely. We wish that next year we're going to dance all together here in a way more crowded space and next year.
I hope so. Okay, so in a few moments, we are going to announce the first Nordic-Baltic Women Innovation Sprint winners. So let the best win. But before that, let me announce the special prize for the most innovative solution. The special prize established by our partner Rocket. The winning team will win a one-year masterclass plan. They will have an opportunity to learn from 90+ art and entertainment, writing, business, and many more world's best experts. So, the winner is... Do you know who it is, Živilė, or not?
The special prize goes to...
The special prize goes to Team Akurat! Congratulations to the team that have attempted to create a technical watermark for protecting published content and to avoid deepfake. Congratulations to you guys.
Congratulations to the winners. A job well done. And right now, actually, it's time to move to announce the third place prize, which was established by the Rocket. And the winning team will receive a €1,000 financial prize for further development of their project. And each team member will get an invitation to participate in one of the largest Nordic conferences called Tech Barbecue Digital online in 2021. So, Gediminas, would you help me? Who is the winner?
Of course, we have an envelope.
And the winner is?
And the winner is? Altai!
Altai Hive, congratulations. Congratulations for making this impact solutions and creation of that. And now it's time to move to the second place.
Yes, the second place. What do we have with the second place? Second place. Yes, we would like to present the second prize, second place prize, which is established by the Ignitis Group. The winning team will receive €1,800 financial prize for further project development and people-linked team matrix assessment, where every member of the team will get a professional, personal and psychological assessment and personal professional feedback about their strengths and potential. Out of personal assessment, PeopleLink will build the team compatibility analysis, and you will get a clear picture of what your team's strength and what kind of qualities you need to add to build a diversified and all business needs covering team. So, the prize goes to...
The prize goes to... I have this secret envelope, which actually hides the secret. And I hope, guys, you are ready to know who is going for the third place, which is... Board Me More!
Yes, Board Me More.
Congratulations!
Congratulations to you guys.
So I think we're getting to this final moment where we have to announce who won the Nordic-Baltic Women Innovation Sprint 2020. And I'm thrilled to present the first place prize established by the Ignitis Group. The winning team will receive €2,500 prize for further project development. Then they will get future leadership innovation coaching for 1 year. And the third place winning team will have an opportunity to join the Investment Week initiated by the Baltic Sandbox, a sustainable value acceleration partner for the Eastern European startups. During the investment week, pre-selected startups will be able to join inspiring webinars, fireside chats, and roundtables given by VCs and investors. And of course, one-on-one mentorship meetings with them, pitch battles, etc., etc., and etc. That's a really rich prize, and it can be the beginning actually of a potential partnership or an investment deal. So, Gediminas, would you help me to announce who won the first Nordic-Baltic Women Innovation Sprint?
Of course, can you believe
So
it?
the drum rolls. Now, everyone who are watching, please do the drum rolls because we're getting to know who.
Because the winner is Know Your Food.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Know Your Food. Can you hear us? Are you here on the call with us?
Yes, we are. We can hear you very well.
Great.
So, how do you feel?
We're super happy, super happy. You know, from the very beginning, we had so many challenges because our idea owner abandoned us from the very first day. But we decided to keep going. And I feel so inspired to be in a team with these wonderful ladies. And I mean, already a week ago, we decided that we are going to keep on going. So this is only a plus to the journey. So we are super happy and very thankful for this wonderful event.
So what would be the first thing you're going to do tomorrow when you wake up with this title of the winners of the sprint?
Probably celebrate. Still be happy about it. But then I think starting on Monday, we have to meet up again. Right, Monica?
The work.
Yeah, and do the work and learn and do the work and make this come true.
That's wonderful. Congratulations again. So go and celebrate right now. And on Monday, go back to work and make this idea and project startup happen and scale. And well, I think it's time to say goodbye and see you. And thank you all the participants. Thank you all the mentors, jury members, partners, the main partners, Ignitis Group, Rocket, the Nordic Council of Ministers office in Lithuania, Future Leadership, Delfi, and all our international community partners. Without you, our dear audience, who has been following the whole journey for the last month, it wouldn't be possible. And we are very grateful and happy to have you as a part of Alter State community. And you contributed to this event and made it possible to happen.
Yes, our thank you goes to the members of Future Leadership, Rocket teams, and volunteers who organized this event. We wish you all the best in your professional path, a happy upcoming Christmas, and a fulfilling New Year. But before we say bye...
We do not say goodbye for you, because we just want to tell you, see you. See you in 2021 May for the next events. And right now, happy holidays and goodbye.
See you, guys.